Hey there guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well and welcome to another video. Now in this one we're going to be talking about Ark Survival Evolved and mainly around the whole theme of what I hate about the game. The main thing I really dislike about the game that puts me off of it, and I think a lot of people get put off by this, and I think that kind of stifles its progression in general. I do however want to use this opportunity to, I guess, go over a few subjects all related around the same kind of thing in terms of my content and my approach to the whole Ark situation and YouTube and my channel going forward. But I did say I wanted to discuss in the title what I hate about Ark Survival Evolved the most, so I think that's what we should start off talking about, and I'll expand a little bit on why I think this. Now, to be very general, the one thing I hate the most about Ark Survival Evolved is politics. Ark politics drives me absolutely nuts, and it makes things very difficult. It makes it very difficult to play this game for not only myself, someone who wants to create content and enjoy themselves and experience everything the game has to offer, but also a lot of you guys who are involved in tribes of all different sizes, playing all servers of different kinds. You've got to admit, if you've played Ark Survival Evolved, you've either been involved in an insiding, some crazy disputes with tribe mates, maybe you've fallen out of friends with people that you thought were friends and that you had friends before, all because of Ark Survival Evolved. Now, one of the reasons I decided to talk about this was actually the recent kind of drama between Bam's Playground and Get Jacked that I actually didn't know about until someone mentioned it on my stream and they wanted my opinion, and I didn't really know much about it before I looked at the video. And at that point my opinion on the whole thing was, I said to the viewer that was watching, well, you know, a lot of people get mad in Ark Survival Evolved and it's very high pressure. It means that people can get short-tempered and whatever. It doesn't really excuse the behaviour so much to speak, but you've got to understand that the pressure is there, especially as a content creator. And although you should always try and be as cool and chill as possible with everyone as much as you can, it's not always something that is easy to do, even for the most patient, chilled and laid back of us. Now, I did end up watching the video, and I guess it was as I would expected. You know, it's basically Bam was a part of Get Jack's tribe that I didn't really know, and he was just going over some situations where Get Jacked had got kind of short-tempered with them, got frustrated with people in the tribe, talked to them kind of badly, and how he wasn't happy with that. And I think he made this video, this is what I think he said in his video from what I remember, because of the way that Get Jacked framed it in his video. He wasn't really giving both sides, and let's be honest, no one's going to give both sides of a story in one version of events. It would be almost impossible to cover everyone's versions, but there are two sides to every story. And it really made me reflect on my time in Ark Survival Evolved, how I've gone through different emotions and been in different tribes. I've been insided, I've been kicked from my tribe, I've led tribes, I've had to kick members, and it really is a thing like no other. Now, although this is the thing that I hate the most about Ark, and it's one of the reasons why, as you're going to see in this video, in the gameplay footage in the background, it's just me playing solo on an unofficial that I've been doing recently for some of my content. It is one of the reasons I've been playing solo, but it is such a shame, and I do think it really holds the game back. Now, I've been really enjoying playing Rust recently. I know a few of you heard me say this here and there, and you might have caught one of my Rust videos that I did a month or two ago now. But I really feel like that game has the whole idea of a survival game kind of cemented down. What they've done with it in recent years has really enhanced the experience, whereas I feel like Ark is a game where it's so convoluted that there is so much to do that it's got to a point where you need this huge tribe to experience the game, which I feel really hinders the experience. Obviously there is small tribes, so they argue, oh okay, you've got small tribes, smaller scale, you don't have to do that. But let's be honest, if you're on small tribes, you don't need to just just be active, you need to be so active on small tribes and so dedicated that it's absolutely unreal. All of the biggest tribes and small tribes are the most dedicated Ark players that there probably is out there, because not only do they have to do everything a normal sized tribe would do instead of breed lines in terms of having all the stuff from all the maps, but also they've only got 6 members, so they can only be online so much. Makes it much more high pressure to be online and deal with things. Now obviously there are servers that deal with this. MTS comes to mind, and some YouTubers have been playing that recently. I had a little go, didn't do too well on it myself, but you know, I might go back there. But it just brought home all these frustrations I've had over the years with the game. There's been times where I've got short-tempered with people and annoyed with people. I don't think I've ever really been nasty to anyone, but you know, sometimes I've been a bit short, I guess is the word to say, like blunt. I'm a very blunt person sometimes when I'm annoyed, and I can understand that, but it's so high pressure, guys, especially running a tribe, like when you feel like things aren't going your way. Now eventually I did learn that you just can't do things like that. You can't treat people in that way. Not really that I was a monster to anyone or whatever, but you need to realize each person's different perspective on the game, what they're looking to get out of it, but at the same time they should realize what you're trying to get out of it as well, especially if you join a tribe of a YouTuber who is very much going to be fully invested, have a lot on the line with this content and these videos, more so than a lot of the people into the tribe. But then it's the leaders or the YouTubers objective, or I guess responsibility as well, to make sure that they understand how everyone else is. There's no one person to blame over this kind of behavior or whatever. It's a cultivation of things, but I just thought I'd talk about it in terms of my experience and how I've learnt to play the game, and why it's something that I really dislike about the game. Like, I've been kicked recently from a tribe. Luckily for me, I'm at a point in my life where I was like not too worried about being kicked from my main tribe, but there was times back in the day where I was playing official where being kicked from the tribe was a real kick in the nuts for your whole series. Like, you have to completely rethink things all over your YouTube channel, and when it's what you do for your main living as well, just super high tension and adds to the stress of it all. Now, I don't like to just moan and kind of go on about things that I don't like and not offer any solutions and not maybe come up with some ideas for improvements. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know the perfect solution for solving this issue in Ark. There are some things you can do, like I do. I play super fun boosted servers so that you don't have to worry too much about your gear and whatever. And the server I've been playing on recently, I will link in the description below. And I do plan on doing some more videos on those servers very soon. So there is going to be Ark content from me, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like Ark's gone too far in a certain direction. Like, there's so much in the game, so many things that you kind of need to compete with people who are going to do those things, that I feel that there's a point where you just can't really compete. Like, that kind of small scale experience has just disappeared really. Now, like I said earlier, I've been playing a lot of Rust. I really enjoy what that game's doing for a number of reasons. There's a few things Rust has that Ark doesn't have. Number one, the day-to-day of what you do when you log on is actually a lot more fun. There's a lot more to be done within a relatively reasonable amount of time because the game is so much simpler. So what they've done with Rust is they've made much more of an approach of what is fun to do on a day-to-day basis, and let's get the players doing that. Whereas I feel like Ark's approach is, let's add more content, let's add more content, let's add more content. New dinos, new features, new maps. And really, you know, less is more sometimes. If what you have in a simple term is extremely fun, then you don't need to add more. Like, think about all the best games that are out there. I feel like with the best games that there are, they just find a simple formula and then they find a way to enhance that simple formula rather than add and convolute things. Like, for instance, with a Call of Duty game, like, you know, when they add map after map after map, it doesn't increase the enjoyment of the game. When they add gun after gun after gun after perk, that's not increasing your enjoyment of the game. The enjoyment comes from a balanced experience with the materials that you already have, and then maybe finding ways to enhance that slightly rather than just adding things. And I feel like when I play Rust, although it does have a survival aspect to it, there's a lot more gunplay. There's always a fresh server to play on, so when you go on Rust, you can search by when the server last reset. Most of the servers only last for like 2 weeks. I don't know how long official lasts, because I've only been playing unofficial at the moment, but you just feel like if you lose everything, you can just hop on, find a new server, and there you go, your adventure starts all again. And that early game adventure is the fun that you're going to have. Now, I didn't really want to go into this video just singing Rust's praises and everything. It's not a game for everyone. I know a lot of you don't play Rust, but I am going to try and introduce some more Rust content to my channel, because I feel like it's a game where you can just have a lot more fun on there in a lot more relaxed environment, but also you do get the fun of the PvP, the raiding, the discovery, and also some really cool AI elements that they've added in there as well. So yeah, to summarise, the worst thing about Ark is the politics. It's having to deal with all the politics, and I guess that's only enhanced from a content creator's perspective, but I know it affects a lot of you guys and a lot of your guys' enjoyment as well. It's why so many people wanted solo servers, but again, solo has its own difficulties with Ark. It's not really that possible to do. Also, in terms of my content, I did actually put a post recently on the community page of my channel saying apologies for no content for a couple of weeks. There are many reasons why there wasn't any content, but I do always feel bad about not providing content for people. You know, you guys do watch my content, and I appreciate that I've got your attention. I try to make stuff that you guys are going to enjoy. So the more that happens, honestly, the more I feel the pressure. And with the views going up more recently, I feel like I just have to upload things of a certain quality or with a certain passion of enthusiasm, or I just don't want to put them up. There would have been a time in the past where I might have just thrown up an upload without thinking too much about it, just because I need to get a video up for the day. I don't really have that approach anymore, and I feel like it's a better approach to have, but it does, however, mean the uploads are more sporadic. And I know I do keep saying this, but the only reason I even mention it is because I used to upload a lot more. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who don't upload like every couple of days, and they do a video a week or even less, and I feel like I'm turning more into that just because I feel like it's benefiting the content, it's benefiting me as a person, and allows me to see where I'm going forward. Now, this is the end of the video. Obviously, I thought I might mention as well, I don't like to talk about these things too much because I hate like giving excuses for things or playing a victim, whatever, but I thought I'd let you know a little bit about what's going on in my life. I've been trying to get into good shape again. Playing so much Ark, I was neglecting not only social life but my mental and physical health. I got quite overweight. In the recent times that I've had where I haven't been posted as much, I've actually lost 3 stone of weight. I didn't even know I needed to lose 3 stone. I thought I was okay, but then after getting in shape, it all starts to come off, and you're like, man, this is much more where I should be. And I even got like, say, another stone to go of weight, and I think I'll be in like super top shape, like hopefully the best shape of my life. And that's something that was very important to me to do after so long of neglecting that, really, while, you know, grinding on Ark and whatever. Also had a few health issues, but nothing too serious, but they're things that I needed to address and all that kind of stuff. I've also been looking into starting a business outside of YouTube. I've got a few really good ideas that I was thinking about, and I've been writing business plans. I've been meeting with investors and all that kind of thing, just giving myself some options for if I want to come away from the whole content creator scene, because let's be honest, I can't do this forever. You guys aren't going to be here forever to watch. I do enjoy it and love doing this, or I wouldn't have done it for so long and for so many uploads, but I do need to give myself some options, and you know, I've had a few ideas recently, so I'm exploring that as well. Either way, thanks for watching the content, guys. I'm going to have some Valguero coming up soon, probably on the Inversion times 1000 server. Also, we're going to have some Rust, like I said. My friend Major Ghibli has been actually uploading a lot of our Rust escapades to his channel, and he's got a brand new channel, so I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribe to him. Not only do you get to see a lot of content from me on there, that we've been playing games together, we've been playing Rust together and making content, but his stuff is really good. He's putting a lot of effort into making it well edited. It's a good laugh to watch. But that's it for now, guys. I'll see you all next time.